Hey everybody, welcome to another WISER podcast in our web WISERcast. And Andy is going to intro us into today's topic unbeknownst to him.
All right, so what we'd like to talk about today is why WISER manages installs the way we do. We're a very easy system, we're a modular system, but we still visit sites, we do one-on-one support with sites, we really try to maintain that relationship. So Logan, do you want to start us off with why the site visit, why the initial site visit, why go on site?
So, well, from a sales perspective, it's always very nice to go on site and just meet everybody and know who you're working with, talk through. But that all notwithstanding, from an implementation services standpoint, I'm sure you can speak to this as well. Walking the flow of the parts gives reference to everything else, right? Knowing the shop floor, knowing where things are. Somebody says, well, what about this use case, or what about this thing? You know what they're referring to in the future.
Right, it's not just then, not making it work, it's 18 months down the road when they've been using it and they say, hey, now I want to track this kind of cart.
And you're like, right,
I saw that here, I took a picture of that, there it is, that kind of thing.
Exactly. So in terms of a procedure, it's usually pretty straightforward. I mean, obviously there's a sale process. We'll come and we'll say hi, we'll see the site, make sure things are going to work, and even potentially do a quick demo test at the facility there. But during the implementation, there is a site walk where we're actually going to go walk and look around the facility. Again, relatively simple system. We go and do it because it's so much more efficient, right? We're going to go walk the facility. We've done 500,000 square feet in a day, if not more. It just depends on how large your facility is and how far it's broken up geographically. But traditionally, we're not going to be measuring much. We're just going to be walking around and marking where things are. And so it's efficient for us to go on site and do that for you, as opposed to bringing in some third party or another integrator or a partner professional. We're actually going to just do the survey as the WISER specialist because we can just do it rather quickly. Then once we're there, it's great to go ahead and establish the relationships with IT, right? With the people that are going to help implement. As you know, it's mostly on-prem.
Right.
So who are you going to be interfacing with?
Yeah, the IT people, the users.
Right. So you guys, when you install the system, right, your IT staff is going to have some ownership of the system and the way it's deployed. And so it's good to go ahead and meet those folks, as well as a lot of times this is a self-install. So during that survey process, we might meet your facilities and maintenance, or the infamous Steve. I like to say every site has a Steve. Yeah. Steve doesn't work for your company, mind you. He doesn't work for whatever organization, but he has a desk and an office. But he works for some other sort of contractor agency, and he's always there, and he knows everything about the plant.
Steve does everything.
We're going to talk to Steve or your facilities and maintenance, depending, because they're going to have some ownership of the system as well. They're going to know about it, and largely, if you want to use them, you'll save a lot of cost and time to just go ahead and use them. So we can go ahead and know them, train them. So we're really trying to be as efficient and optimized as possible by just coming to visit the site. So we're getting a walk done, so we know where the antennas are going to go. We're meeting with IT so we can go ahead and have that interface for when they need to install the server. And then we're going to go ahead and meet facilities and maintenance or Steve to put in the system when the time comes and they can get all those questions answered. So that's the first visit. Time goes on, the system is physically installed, and then
we calibrate, get it up and running.
We calibrate, we get it up and running. So that usually is a configuration calibration trip. So we're actually going to come back, the antennas will get booted up, and we're going to be fine-tuning things under the hood on the server software. But again, very useful and much more efficient to do it on site. Theoretically, could it be done remote?
Yeah,
yes.
It's happened.
We can do it. We did it during COVID, and we can do it again if we really have to. But usually, it's just more efficient, and it's less of everybody's time if we come back. Because then when we say, oh, we're getting less signal in this area, can you go check it out? Instead of having to confirm what area it is and where we're looking and is the camera pointing north or what, you can just say, oh yeah, we want to tweak this little area over here, let's go walk it. And you literally
So we know the facility because we've done it, because we've gone there. So yeah, it really helps to have that firsthand feel of the place.
So yeah, let's go check out the A cell, or what have you, and so we can just go walk over there and just analyze it in the moment and get it solved. So usually by the time we leave, the system's up and configured and generating accurate coordinate points. That second visit, it depends, probably about double the survey time. So maybe if your survey took a day, that'll be 2 days, maybe 3 days, but usually a short amount of time. So in short, there's a lot of reasons we come visit, but we find it makes everything a lot more efficient. When we're going to work with you, try to have those relationships established, and you have somebody to call, right? You can call me, call Andy.
That's what I was going to say, especially from the kind of continuing support side. Usually the people who email or call me, I've already talked to. They may have my cell number because we were there on site and had to text them, hey, I'm at your door kind of thing. So yeah, it just makes that so much easier, not just submitting. We don't even have an anonymous ticket submission thing. You email someone to get a real person.
Right.
And almost every time we've already talked and communicated. And even if it's not the person who went on site, Margaret shipped the stuff and worked with the people on the site. And then they talk to her in support, and so we've already met multiple people there, the IT people Logan talked about.
Yeah, so it's like, don't want it to be misconstrued as this is some sort of like white glove specialty services where we're hand delivering things. We've just found it to be a lot more efficient and more smooth, and honestly a beautiful process when you can know everybody involved. We're not some faceless large entity with a bunch of different teams that don't talk all together. You can really tell anybody at WISER anything, and we're all going to know what's going on and try to get a fix for you if there is an issue, which doesn't happen too frequently, but we can usually get questions answered very quickly. And so it's been really nice. I personally have really enjoyed being able to see
I've learned so much. Like I would never go to these facilities, and see this stuff getting made.
Yeah.
So just from the personal interest, that's been really cool. But from the WISER side, it helps us improve the system because we see it working in real life.
Yes.
And that's really valuable too from our side.
Yep, the feedback loop of getting a direct experience of the product built into the new versions of the product is super cool as well.
Definitely.
But anyways, I know we talked a lot about it already, but essentially we're going to come visit your site. We're going to love visiting your site and seeing what you make or what you provide or what logistics you do. It's always fascinating to see, and it helps really streamline everything down the line, right? If we've been able to establish those relationships. So if you're interested in a system or have any questions, comments, concerns, just reach out to us. Really any methodology available. There's social media, I'm sure, LinkedIn, we're all there, our website, and we have sales at, contact at, support at wisersystems.com, any sort of that, and we'll get any of your questions answered and then potentially come see you on site.
Yeah.
So thanks guys, until next time.